I have just finished most of the head. I've got our little baubles, our 4 up there. I've got our 2 little baubles for the nostrils. These 3 stitches are the top of the head, and these 4 are the bottom. I am just about ready to bind the mouth off with the Kitchener stitch, and I've ended my row here, but because I have 4 stitches down here and 3 up top, to even it out, I am just going to go ahead and stitch these 2 together. And I think I'm just going to do a slip knit, pass yarn over, just because it's getting awfully tight there. So now I've got 3 on the bottom and 3 on the top, which makes it nice and even for that Kitchener stitch. And as before, you always start like you're knitting and then finish like you're purling. And then you start like you're purling, slide it off, and finish like you're knitting. Just a couple stitches in there. And that gives us a very smooth mouth edge. If you just kind of, draw your yarn through your loops and pull it off, you're going to get a pointy mouth, and you don't want that. I'll get my finger in there. Tighten these off. Okay, there you can see the stitches. I'm just going to tighten them up one by one. Yeah, then we get a nice flat mouth rather than a pointy one. And I'm just going to let this kind of lay there for a while. I'll fasten it off later when I can just draw it through the stuffing and be good. But there's our dragon head. It's pretty good. You're going to want to put a little ball in the nose, not very big, and because there's going to be some tension on the pipe cleaner, we want to make sure that it doesn't pull through when we're yanking on it. So I usually just make a nice little ball at the end. It kind of gives the muzzle some shape. It also gives the stuffing something to kind of grip onto. And once that's in there, it's not going to come out. Not with that windy ball on the end. And that should be enough to reach all the way down past the arms, which we will connect shortly, to the tail. And yes, they do. Now, I usually like to just kind of simplify things by loosely winding this around so that you can tug and get some extra, length on it, because that neck is going to curve a little bit. So there's my 2 pipe cleaners, very loosely attached. Okay, I'm just finished stuffing the head, and then we start attaching the tummy. Now, I've got the tummy right here. I already did mine, and you can see when you look at the tummy, there is a definite curve that's longer and one that's concave, that's shorter. You're going to want to make sure you line that up with your dragon. Now see, I told you to mark your stitches. You can see where the longer side is. So you want to make sure that you get that going the right way and you're not upside down. Okay.